Hello, hello. Good evening. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We're just starting and looking forward to this big discussion. And today, I'm very honored to be here with you, with my guests, and very dynamic woman. I was just telling her, where do you get this energy from? And I need a little bit of that. So she is here with us, and today's discussion is a very important share, and it's all about what is going on around the world. And most of us want to know what is exactly happening. Yes, it's all about the situation right now in Ukraine and between Russia and what's happening to the Africa, our people back in Ukraine, what has been happening. There's a lot of activities that have been prepared as we go on throughout, and I am so honored to have the founder and the president of TANG here with me. As you can see, she's there, very ready. And it has been a tough journey, very long journey and instant. And as we know, we have to be proactive. We had to be proactive. If we don't do things ourselves, who's going to do it for us? That's the question for today. So today we are going to have a very, very intense discussion, interactive with you. Tell us where you're listening. Ask your questions as much as you want. We're going to tell you the way it is out of the experience. And I can tell you Dr. Sylvie Nantcha has been working tireless day and night. And we're supposed to have this filmed yesterday, and we could not even have the second because the work that is being done behind the screen is unbelievable. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Dr. Sylvia Nantcha. How are you today? You're muted. Let me unmute you.
Thank you
Now,
so much. Thank you so much. No, I'm very fine. I'm very fine. Actually, I'm tired. I have to say the truth. I'm tired, but
I
I
know.
still have some energy because I think that we have to help our people. We have to help our people and cannot sleep when people every day they call during the night, during the day, and they send messages. Please help us. And they give us their location in the Ukraine or in Poland or in Romania. And they want us to go there and pick them and bring them back to Germany. So if we have yes, if you have such call like that, I think that you know that you were also
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Yes, you take care of the hotline one day on Saturday, and it was very busy, and you cannot sleep, you cannot be tired.
24 hours, 24 hours.
Yes.
And you look really tired. And thank you for making time to be here. I was really pitying you because I know this is something that you can't even sleep knowing the situation back at home.
No,
Now,
no,
before
no.
people, they don't really know who we are. I would like us to introduce ourselves, tell them who is Sylvia Nantcha, because some people probably they're hearing, seeing you in the background on Facebook, sometimes in photo here. They've never had time to really interact with you. Tell them who you are and what about the tongue as well.
So I'm Sylvie Nantcha. I'm originally from Cameroon. I think I came to Germany 30 years ago. It was 1992. So it's like yeah, it's an anniversary this year, and I'm the founder and the chairwoman of TANG, the African Network of Germany. It's the biggest a network of African associations here in Germany, and we work with some ministries, with the German government, and we also counsel the German government in questions of integration of African people in Germany, in question of migration, but also cooperation with our home countries. And now we are the main station for a lot of our brothers and sisters who were in Ukraine and who want to go to a safe place.
Yeah, and it's a big action behind because you're working also with other organizations as well. Some
Yes.
of you who don't know me, I'm also African Women in Europe founder and working, supporting diaspora in all ways. Some of you have seen me, and whenever there is diaspora, I think we are the first people to think about ourselves to run quickly and support our members who are all over Europe, and that includes Ukraine. And so that doesn't leave out anybody. Thank you for everyone joining. I can see some of you are writing to us. Great job, Christiana. Welcome. It's an interactive share because we want the right information sharing. Today, we are here to share about the situation that we've been doing being at the front line, being at the discussion. So we are not anyway in any side of the political part. So let's be just clear. We are just doing our best what we can at this moment. And we want to share with you the information we are getting, how the situation is, the processes we have been going through, so that we don't get misunderstanding with a lot of communication that are going on. We know there are fake information going around, and yet there are truth information just hiding in between the wrong information. So we decided to go live to make sure that you hear it from us as the diaspora, who are really taking the action to move forward and make this decision, supporting what we can. And there's a lot of support in there. And I want you to share maybe more details about how you even thought of coming to start to support the hashtag evacuate Africans from UA. How did you really come to think of, let's do this? Where did it all start? Maybe you can help us for other people to understand how you started.
I think that it was on Thursday, 1 week ago, and a friend of mine called me and told me that, do you see the news? I said, what's wrong? No, it was very, very early at 5 a.m. And then I saw that the war was beginning. So it was, first of all, a shock. What, my God, in Europe, we have a war. It was a very, very big shock. And after that, some African people, they sent me a lot of videos showing our people in Ukraine who are running away from the war, and who they were speaking about the racism because the people didn't let them enter the train or pass the border. It was a very, very big issue. And I was so shocked, and I didn't know what to do. And I mean, I'm the chairwoman of the African Network of Germany, and it was, for me, it was clear we have a very big responsibility. We have to do something. I think that is also the reason why they send me all the videos. So I was thinking about what we can do, how we can start an action. And then another friend of mine, Irene from Hamburg, she contacted us, and she said that maybe we have to do something together. And I was like, yes, do you know what? We have to do it. And she called also Asmara Wald from Hamburg. Asmara is a very, very tough girl. Asmara said that I will go there to the border, I will take them and bring them back. I say, okay, let's go. So we have the biggest network. Irene is on board, Asmara is on board. We can start an action. And so we started the action, hashtag evacuate Africans from UA. And for me, it was clear we have to start a hotline, because if we have a lot of African people there, they have to have a way to communicate with us. So we spread our hotline number, and we organized the first bus, and we started also with a donation action, because if we want to go and take them and bring them to Germany, we have to pay all that. So it was kind like 3 actions that we started. And after a while, I think after 2 days, we already had the money that we wanted to have, and it was clear we have to start the first and the second bus to the Ukraine with Asmara. So she went with it was, we wanted to start with 2 buses, but at the end we went there with 5 buses, and also with other people from Hamburg, from Berlin, from TANG. So, and then at the same time we had our hotline, and after a while it was crazy, because the people was calling from Germany, because they wanted to help. They wanted to give us some offers like accommodation, and they told us that they can also go there and take some people. They wanted to go to with their private cars, but we were dealing with the buses. And so when they arrived, It was like two big buses were in Warsaw, and we sent 3 vans to the borders so that they can go there and collect all our African people. And it was very, very difficult to see the African people at the borders, because they told us that one day before, some people, I mean, racists, they came there, and they were a very, very big a conflict between Black people and all these racist group, and we had a lot of them who had were not feeling good, so they had to hide themselves. But I told them that you have to go from camp to camp to look after them, and I think it was not easy. But at the end of the day, we had all the 4 buses. They were full. They leave Ukraine. They came to Berlin and to Hamburg. And during that action we had, and I mean that you made also the experience here in our office with the hotline. You were the main person on Saturday with the hotline. The person was calling, and we had to deal with all the people who wanted to go back. That means we had to see how we can organize other buses, but we had also to deal with all the people from Germany who were offering something. And so I think it was on Thursday. We couldn't make it on Thursday because we didn't have buses, but we had a lot of people who were waiting at our checkpoint. They were very, very disappointed, and we fight to have something, but it didn't work. So on Friday, no, on Saturday we had on Saturday 2 big buses, and I was very, very happy that we could make it. And yes, we wanted to stop the action yesterday, but yesterday I saw that a lot of people were calling and they wanted to go, so I tried to put them together with private people who want to come back. But now at the moment we are now about to organize maybe the last bus, maybe the next bus. We will see for tomorrow or after tomorrow. We had also a very big issue. I think that you were here and you heard about the issue of more than 700 students who were in
Yes.
Sami.
Yeah,
Yes.
before we go there, because I'm seeing a lot of people now are listening here and they really want to hear the process, because the way you say it, it sounds very easy. You wake up, you go, but
Yeah.
it's actually not, because I was there on one day and Saturday, and I was just part of it, of where the communication was going, where you get all the hotline numbers. And some of you who don't know, we had a hotline number, and I'll be sharing with you the number slowly as we go on here. The number was very clearly, they prepared the number, as you can see there. And what the number was, just to make sure that you can all see, was +491764584843. Is that correct? That's the correct number, right?
Yes, it's
And
the correct number. Yes.
so this number was shared everywhere. So all the communication had to go to this platform and then distributed differently. Initially was, first of all, to find the people, because is a lot of work between all this. So there is the first part where you have to know who is where, because that was the biggest challenge. So that when you get the bus, even before even going to the bus, you needed to get the funding. So and you started the initiative where people were sending donation, and we saw a lot of people sending money. And I think by the time I was looking, it was around 20,000. Really very generous.
Yes.
People were very, and I shared the
Thank you
link.
to all
Yeah.
our donators. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Your
Yes.
target was 15,000, but it went very high, and you were able to quickly get the buses, because otherwise there would have not been any action from your side. And coordinate. I have to congratulate the coordination that was done, because even then you had the people who are in the Ukraine who needed to get to the borders so that they can go to the location, and how quickly you found places in Warsaw and have people there already to mobilize, and then have
So
the bus going. And the bus driving was, I don't know, 8 or 12 hours, right? It's a long
yes,
distance
12,
from
12
Germany.
hours is very,
12
very long.
hours, and pick
So
the people.
Yes,
Yeah,
we couldn't make it without our contact person in Ukraine and in Poland. So we had Diallo. Diallo is like the president of the African Counseling Association. That means also an umbrella of all the African association in Ukraine. So we get in touch with him, and we could manage all the mobilization of the African people in Ukraine with him. So we had also three other contact persons in Poland, the same from Ghana. We had Kaba and Barry from Guinea. They are our contact person, and so they could also mobilize a lot of people. And you are right when I say like that. The people are thinking that it was very 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 easy,
yeah,
but
they think
it's not. No,
but
it's not. It was not easy because I give you some one example. We get to call, or today I get to call. What? No, it was in the night from Saturday to Sunday. I got a call. The last bus were already on his way to Germany. So I get a call from three Nigerian guys, and they told me that we are at the checkpoint. And I was like, oh my God, the bus already left Poland. Oh, how what am I going to do now? So I asked them if they have an accommodation. They told me no, they just passed the border right now. And I thought that it was the checkpoint in Warsaw, but it was not the checkpoint in Warsaw. So I called our contact person, Kaba. He was sleeping, and I told him that I'm so sorry, but we have three guys there at our checkpoint. They don't know where to go and stay the night. Can you go there and take them? And he told me it's not a problem. So he drive to our checkpoint. He told me, but Sylvie, what is wrong? Here is nobody. I thought, oh, of course they are here. So I called them and I asked them, why are you? Because our contact person is there. He want to take you. And they told me that nobody is here. I said, okay, I will bring all the two phones together so that you can speak. And after a while, yes, we saw that they were in Medica at the border, and our contact person was in Warsaw. That means was like 4 hours from Warsaw. And so I told him, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So I had to see with them how somebody can put them in the train, because the train from Medica to Warsaw is for free. So can put them in the train so that they can go to Warsaw, and the day after that, the cover from Warsaw, we call them and to go and pick them. So it was not
it's
an
just
easy
one
matter.
of the example, and you can hear the
Yes.
commotion, the nerves, and even the information. Be in Germany. How are you getting the information knowing there's a train? How are you able to? Are you getting communication from Poland, or you have networks for giving you information where the train is, where they can take the train? Because I don't think you had an idea how Poland and all the locations and all the
No,
how.
I think that now after 6 days, I know a lot of name of locations in Ukraine. I got a lot of names of location in Poland. I didn't know the locations before the war. I'm not alone. So we had two teams. We had one team in Hamburg with Irene, with Priscilla and Asmara. So Priscilla was sitting, or she sit now in Ghana, and she took her time to manage the communication and get a lot of information. And she was dealing with same is in Warsaw, our contact person also from Ghana. So with one team, we were dealing all the information, we were sharing the information, we organized the action. And another team was the hotline. So we had the hotline here in Freiburg. You were in the hotline with Sophie
Yeah.
and Trifan, and they also see how to get the right information for the people. So with the two teams, we were dealing with all the information. But I think that a lot of people, they call us also, and they give us information that we can share.
Yeah.
One professor, for example, we got the information that when our students, African students, when they come to Germany, they want to study here. There are a lot of universities who which offers places for our students. So they just have to go there and and to make their application there. So when we get information like that, we spread it in our network. So it's like
That's the other part that I wanted to go to, the support that you're getting here in Germany. Apart from the support now you're getting from the African community mobilizing, there's a lot of support also here in the country. People are calling. That's what I noticed. They want to have accommodation. They're happy to take women and children. Apart, unfortunately, there is a discrimination of gender there, but that's very normal. We have to see how to deal with that. But there are people who are ready to support, give information. Some of them are even driving themselves and hoping that they would support and pick some people, because I remember there's one time where we had we had the bus that was arriving at 1, and some people they had few slots left in their cars, and I said, do you have more people there at the Warsaw? I said, just go there. If the bus is full of 70 seats, and if some people are remaining, they're happy to take them. So how is the support? How do you have the feeling for the support here in Germany for the people? And how do you think the ones who are coming, how are they feeling about? Because when the other part also I want you to talk about is also you have also established yourself very well. You are in different cities, so most of them you're using your offices actually to take care of these people when they land. So maybe mention that as well, so that people know they're not just being put anywhere.
No. So I think that when the first buses, when they left Poland, we knew that, okay, we have 2 buses who left with more than 100, it was 110 people. So they will arrive in Hamburg, and in Hamburg we had at that day, I think 3 or 4 meetings, and we were speaking about how we can receive them, where they can spend the night, and who can do what. And we had Arivati and Afrotopia. So it was 2 organizations in Hamburg who were taking care of the accommodation of our people. And we knew that with 110 people, we will need more accommodations possibilities. So we made a posting. 100 African people are coming tonight. We are looking for accommodations. And I think that a lot of people, they share our post in a lot of groups. And so that we had also a lot of German people, they call us, and they're still calling us, and they send us WhatsApp messages. I have 1 bed, I have 1 room, I have 1 house. Yesterday, a man called me, and he told me that he has a very big, a huge house, and he can take 30 people. I told him that send us messages, and right now we have a lot of offers of accommodations, and most of all they are very disappointed because we couldn't send them the people. So I told them that if we have the need, we will get in touch with them. And the thing was that the 100 person, they arrived in Hamburg, so they could get some tea and some coffee and something to eat from the team Afrotopia or Asmara's World in Hamburg. And after that, they already get in touch with their family, with their friends. That means they leave also the place. That means we had to support them so that they can go to their families and their friends. And it was not a very big deal. Just 35% stayed at the place that was prepared for them. And on Sunday, we had the second bus, and Sunday, the bus drive to Dortmund, and we have our offices there. So our staff there in Dortmund, more than 15 persons, they were very, very happy to prepare everything to receive them. And so they could get something to drink, to eat. And after that, we have to ask them, do you have a place to stay, or do you want us to organize something? I think that the half of the persons, they already get in contact with their relatives, so that we had to bring them to the train station. And it was very good in Dortmund because the Stadtmission of the train station told us that they can take care of them and bring them to their to their train. Some of them wanted to go to Düsseldorf, to Bielefeld, and we had also some African politicians from NRW. They were also there, so they took also a part of our people who arrived, and they are taking care of them now.
Wow. And also there's also financial part after they arrive, because some of them don't have money. You have to give them the money
Yes,
to buy tickets for the train, right?
yes,
And
we have to buy the tickets for them, to give them the money because they don't have money. Yes, yes, yes.
and
That is the
accommodation,
price of
some of them.
finance. Yes, accommodation. So for all the people who wanted to have an accommodation, so we had some accommodation possibility by Fruitopia in Hamburg, but in Dortmund we had some cities, Rattingen, for example, and some people also in NRW, they could offer
Yeah.
accommodation. So we have still now, I don't know who did it, but yesterday somebody share our post from Friday in some groups, and it was like a, how do you call it, shit storm. So we had a lot of calls, a lot of, they told me that I think it was more than 70 calls with people who wanted to give an accommodation. And I told them that okay, I will write it, but we don't need accommodation now. And some of them, they are very disappointed because I couldn't tell them that we have people now.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm also very, very happy to see that a lot of people, they want to support Black people because they read that they had a problem with racism, and they was like, that is cannot be. War is a war. We don't have to share the people like you are Black and you are white. That we cannot do that. War is war.
And that's very important. What are the stories you're hearing? If you have had contact with them? Because I know some on the chat, they're very, some of them are still stuck in Ukraine, and so many students are still stuck, because I can see people asking questions. Please start asking your question as we go on. And also, what is the feeling? Because we have been hearing, and people, some of them are saying it's not true. The Africans are not being attacked. They are not being racist, or in Ukraine, or in between Ukraine and Poland, whichever area that is. How is your feeling with that? Because we need to clear this out, because some people are lost with all this misinformation. What information are you getting from people when you talk to them?
So I can say that a lot of people, they told me that they couldn't enter the train, they couldn't pass the border, and at the beginning it was like first children can pass the border. After that, women, white children, white women, and some white men, because they wanted the all the adults to go and make the war with them. And but we had also at the border Black mothers and Black babies and children. They couldn't pass at the beginning of the war, and that is why we started with the action. But we also contact our political at the AU level here in Germany, and I think that that is why after a while, after 1 or 2 days, we were very happy that ARD spoke about it. It was the first time that white media spoke about the topic of the racism at the border. And it's real, it's true. We had a lot of people, they told us it's because they was Black. And I mean, even the people in summer, we could contact a lot of people to go and give them something to eat, something to drink, and to see how they can evacuate them. And they told me today that some were evacuated, but it was just white people. That is why they were very, very angry. They sent me, it was a live video, and when where they were saying that it was the most of them was Nigeria students. We are Nigeria students. We want to go back home. Don't want to stay here. We don't want to go to Europe. We want to go back home. And they was shouting, "We want to go home. We want." I had to cry. I had to cry. It was so emotional, and I thought myself, war is war. If you want to evacuate the people, you have to evacuate everybody. And another guy, another a girl, she called on the hotline today, and she told us that she passed the border of Poland, and in Poland, some, I don't know, some Polish people, they took them, they put them in a big car, and they drive them to another location, and when they arrived there, they didn't know where they were. And after a while, the people told them that they are in, we call it in German, Belarus. They are in Belarus. It was like, what are we doing here? So they were in Poland, and now they are in Belarus, in Rusland. That is crazy. So they were crying and crying and crying. I think I think you were there when Sam told us that they attacked black people at the border because they don't wanted them to enter Poland. They already passed the border, and racists came and attacked them. That is real. That is, I can just tell you what the people who made the bad experience told us. And we had also another issue, a very big issue. We had um, as a community of Somalia people. They wanted to come to Germany. It was like more than 100, and we ordered the buses for them. And so 1 or 2 hours before, they called me and they told me that our people, they don't want to go to Germany because they heard that all the people who are going to Germany, they will be deported. So I told myself, what is wrong? And after a while, they told me that at the border of Poland, between Poland and Germany, and 9 Somali people were arrested, and they are now in detention. And they spread the information that if you want to go to Germany, they will take you and put you in detention, and they will bring you back to your home. And that is why they didn't want to come. I mean, I don't know if that is real, because I didn't spoke with the 9 people. I could tell them that maybe it's right what they say, but Germany is not like that. If you come to Germany, they will not send you back. That are fake news, and that is what we have to deal with. There are a lot of fake news within the community, and we have to sensitize also our community and to tell them that war is war. We want to bring them to a safe place, and that is the first thing.
So that's very important, a very touchy story there. I am so happy the hotline was a really helpful, good idea to have it, because everybody now have the number, they whatever there they can call. And WhatsApp is the best method. If you are there and you still have you want to check the number, we have just, if you have questions, please ask them now. I can see some of them are coming through. We are just going slowly to wind up a little bit, because we really need to give you the right information right from the people at the front, because this is what has been happening. And let's talk about the students again, because I was on one on Saturday on the hot help desk, meaning supporting, and we had this contact of the young students who sent us over 700 students, and there were a number of them stuck in the city, one of the cities. Can you tell us a little bit how is the situation there? Because one of the person here is also asking, how many students, how do you know of how many students are still stuck in Ukraine? And let's talk about those ones we know, because we got the data, we talked to them. Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Yes, in Sami, it is like 711 students from a lot of African countries. And now we have also in Kherson, we have 50 students from, I think, 10 African countries. So they are still there. So in Sami, the situation was like during 3 or 4 days, they didn't have water, they didn't have electricity, they didn't have food. But now, after our action, so the organization came there and they brought them something to drink, something to eat. But we have the situation that they want to be evacuated, and that is a very big deal now. and they try to make the evacuation of other people, but not from of the Black people. And I heard today that there are some taxi men who came there to pick them, but they have to pay something like 2 million naira. I don't know, 2 million naira is like maybe 2,000 euro or something like that. And they told themselves they don't have the money. So I think that we need a humanitarian, how do you call it, humanitarian corridors. We need officially evacuation of the people, and we have to, and that is my appeal, and the EU and Ukraine government and all our African government also, because they have to do something so that the Ukraine government, the EU can go there and take the people, and that is my issue. So we can see how we can go there, take them, and bring them to Germany, but we cannot enter Ukraine. That is the thing. So we need our political people, we need our African government. They have to take contact to the Ukraine government and to ask them to go there and take all our students who are there, because the situation is really, really catastrophic. This is, I was crying today when I saw how they was shouting, "We want to go home." And I think that it's not only an issue of us here, the diaspora. We can try to help them, but our representatives, the representatives of our countries, they also have to do something, because they are our brothers and sisters. They have to do something. They have to go there and take them. And I hope that in a few days we will have a solution. So for the people in Kherson, the case is very, very, because they told me that there are a lot of Russian, I don't know, Streitkräfte, we say it, Streitkräfte, Soldaten, soldiers,
Oh,
Russian soldiers around the location, so that they cannot go out, and that is very, very difficult for them. And they told me that they could, before the war, they could make some provision. They think that they will leave maybe 2 or 3 days more with the provision they have, but after that they have to they need also evacuation. And I think that I spoke with some politicians from Germany. I spoke also with some media people, and we have to be very loud to sensitize our African government. They have to wake up, they have to stand up and to fight for their people who are still there. And I think that together we are strong. If we, yes, we have to do it together. We cannot leave them there.
yeah, and I agree with you completely. And that's what you're saying. The governments, our African governments, are the ones to support a lot, because some of these they still have this. They don't have the resident countries visas, so it's easier. And we have seen some countries are doing it, right? We have seen Ghana.
Yes, Ghana, and for example, Ghana is doing in Guinea. Yesterday, I had it was a meeting with, I think it was 5 or 6 embassies of Guinea. They made a meeting yesterday evening, and they called me and they invite me to the meeting, and they asked me how can we work together to support the Guinea people who are in Ukraine or in Poland. It was for me like they are for me like a role model. I think that other countries, they have to do that. I also worked very, very very intensive with the Cameroonian embassy, and the Cameroon embassy also. I think that it was without our intervention, the embassy couldn't be able to organize also the support of the Cameroonian people. The same with Ghana, the Sam of Poland. He's also from the Ghana embassy. So we saw some countries, Senegal or Nigeria, some countries are trying to support their people, but they need more support. And from other countries, we cannot hear something, and that is not okay. That's not okay. I think that our embassies, they are in charge also of
Yeah.
their people in Ukraine, and they have to do something.
Yeah, I think I also had Kenyans also started initially.
Kenyans, oh, I'm sorry, Kenyans also, yes.
Kenyans are also doing that as well,
Yes.
but there is more needed because the embassies are there for us, and it's a high time the embassies start stepping in. They're the foreign, they're representative of our countries, and they should be able to. And they're trying their best. But when it comes to Ukraine, it's very difficult. So I will go now straight to the questions. I know we have a lot of questions here, which are very, very uh, precise. And I can tell you guys, well, I remember last Saturday when you were very busy. Sometimes you forget, not everybody is there to see small, small details, but I'll let you help us to answer some of the question here. And do you know how many students are stuck, still stuck? These are statistics that actually, I don't know how much you're able to follow these up. Are you able to answer that question?
What means stuck? That means students are still in Ukraine. You mean?
Yes, yes.
Yes, but
How
I
many
just
there?
yes. And in Sami we have 711, and in Kherson 50. But that is all the information I have. That's all the
Yeah.
information I have.
I know people want you to do more and more and more, and that was the question that I was going to answer in this one. What is the plan now? Is there a bus going again? Because the activity you did was for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And
Yes, yes.
Sunday was not included because of organization. It's a really heavy duty job, but you're doing very well. Everybody's supportive. And can you tell them what is the plan? What are you going to continue? And what support are you giving? Because I remember you're also still accepting funds from people so that you can be able to support those ones who are here, like pampers, food, things like that. Maybe let us know what is the plan of any bus going and where people can also get hold of
So
that.
we wanted because I told my people that we wanted to make the action until Saturday, and the last buses leave on Saturday evening, and on Sunday it was like we had a lot of people who was calling and asking if we can take them to Germany. I told them that we cannot start a bus on Sunday, and but it was very important to me to bring them together to private people who had private cars. So that is why we did yesterday and today to match the people, to bring them to private people who are there and want to take them back to Germany. So, but we have also some groups. They write that, or they call say that we are 10 people, we are 20, or we are. So I told them that if I can get a bus today night, we will start another bus today night. But I was not able to get it. We are dealing with Flixbus. They told me that they have a lot of buses, but they are looking after drivers, so we couldn't make it today. So we are still waiting for the confirmation. If I have the confirmation today, the next bus will leave tomorrow evening, and if it's not the case, the other bus will leave on Wednesday evening. And they are about to see how the bus can come from another country, because in Poland uh, they are very, very busy. And he wrote me today evening that he will see how the bus can come from another country to take them. So when if I have the confirmation, we will spread the information like we did the last days. And the question is, after that, what we will do after that. So we need also funding. Without funding, we cannot do something, because a bus like that, when you book a bus in Poland, the cost is like 3,000 or 4,000. But if you book a bus here in Germany, the bus go there and come back. It's the cost is very big. It's more than 6,000. And that is why we started the second action per PayPal, and we will see if we have enough money in our PayPal account for the second action. We will start the next bus. That is what we made as decision. We have 4,000, we can start a bus. We have 8,000, we can start the second bus, but without funding, we cannot start buses.
So if I hear right, you're looking for bus drivers who are there. If you're listening to us
Yes.
and if you're a bus driver, I know some of you Africans, you're a bus driver. come up. We have the buses, but no bus drivers, and also funding the money and the whole idea. I've shared with you the link on the chat. If you're in the WhatsApp group, if you are on anywhere you are, is the link. We have shared it as much as possible. We share with you again here so that you get to see it's a PayPal where you can move as much as you can afford. Any little help, because that's what will determine the buses. As you can hear, the prices are very high. So just going to the other questions that are coming through. So you're doing a fantastic job. Thank you so much. I can hear everybody is supporting what you are and your whole team are doing, and they're very much coordinated. So this was the question that was asked earlier. So I'm just taking through the questions. If we have any other questions, what do you still need? So as you heard, the need is, first of all, we need more money to be able to get the buses.
Yes. Yes.
People have already got that we are doing a good job. They are doing, TANG and the team are doing a good job. So they're able to get the people. The people are still there. The numbers are becoming more and more and more. And you can come and help us to be able to move the accommodation. There's a lot of people here who want to give accommodation. That is already set. So actually, it's the funding that looks like an issue right now, and also telling us where the people are so that the buses go to the right places, right? And the best way to do it, kindly contact them, and I'm sharing these again, and the number is +49. That's the help desk, because that's where you get any kind of info, whether you want to be to support in be a bus driver and help us with the all activity in terms of you can try to get rid of this label here so that you can all see the number. The number is the +49 176 45 84 and I'm going to write it also on the chat, whether in any kind of questions you have, accommodation, transport, if you're a bus driver, or some people who are driving as well to there, because that's also another kind of transport, and they want to pick some people, they can easily tell you where to go pick them up. And we noticed that was quite a lot of people who have buses and they're driving, but they don't know where the people are. That's another kind of support. You can help us. Kindly, you can do that as well. So as I'm seeing, there are no more questions coming through unless there is any other burning question out there. And I want to really appreciate the kind of work you're doing, your team. It's amazing what you're doing. Let me see, there's one part here I can see. At which universities, this was coming from Matilda, bravo. At which university the students can register? We have about 20 students, 5 ladies in Munich. And so what you can do, the same number that we gave you there, right? That's the easiest one to get hold of you people and be able to get to answer them right from the hotline number. So that's the easier way of doing it right now in any kind of communication, because once we have centralized information, then it's easy to move around to the next. Or any other answer to that question from your side?
Yes. I can say that we are now collecting all the university. We are making a list of the university which offers places for African students. But now I can say that Berlin, the University of Berlin, of Chemnitz, of Hamburg, of Bielefeld, the 4-1 I know right now, they offer places for students. So if you want to, you can give the information to all the students. But we are making a list of all the universities so that we will be able tomorrow to share the information of. We want to make a list of at least 10 universities, and we have also on our Facebook a Google Doc. That is a Google Doc from a professor. So he called all the students to put their information in the Google Doc so that the university can contact them and tell them if they can offer them a place as students in their university. So, but I think it was very good answer. Just send the question to our hotline, and we will give you all the information you need.
Yes, thank you. That's I think that's the central part. Guys, this is real. Whatever you're seeing is real. We are talking from the front line because we are dealing with this throughout, and it's becoming sort of like a daily task for you, Sylvia. I'm so sorry. I can see you're so tired. you
I'm very
see,
tired. I didn't sleep the last 5 or 6 nights. I'm very tired.
we need
We
to take
also
note.
need people for our hotline because we wanted to have the hotline just until Sunday. But now we have a lot of people who are writing. We also, if somebody is living in Freiburg or around Freiburg, we need you. It's very important. Maybe you can send us a message and tell us when you can come to support us with the hotline.
Okay, that is also very important. If you're in Freiburg, that is very south of Germany. Even if you're in France, Mulhouse, you're not very far away, all the way to Lorach, Stuttgart. But then Württemberg, I mean, some of them, they're very far. But reach out to the same number, which I'm going to share again. Same number, kindly reach out to the number, and we are able to get to you as soon as possible. We need you to support us in terms of your time, which is very important, just to be there to chat. And I'm telling you, it's a busy area, and it's a 24 hours. So let's easy up for Sylvia to continue to do her job so that she can also
Yes.
have time to recover on the other activities. And I'm sure if as soon as I get time as well, I'll be there as well to support. So you
Thank you
have
very
my
much.
full support from our side. African women, I'm also, there was one from Stuttgart who was supposed to come. She got sick, but we're going to come as well. Check to follow all what is happening. Hashtag evacuate Africans from UA. Is that right?
Yes,
That
it's right.
that's where you follow what all they are doing, and we have to apologize because we were so busy with the action. Some of the pictures were not, but now we have them on the Facebook, right? All
Yes.
that is happening, so that it's important also for you to follow what we are doing as well, so that you get the right information at the right time. So if you follow Tang, have a website as well, and they're very active on Facebook. So all the information, they're always instant, actually, like live. So because sometimes the bus arrives and it's still not full and we are looking for people, please follow the TANG Facebook page. I think it's a page, it's not a group, so anybody can see it and follow it, and all the information they're sharing there instantly. So don't be surprised when the time you go check, the bus had already left. So the next one, and don't worry. And at the end of the day, we need to pass the information through the chat so that you're able to answer. WhatsApp is the best way to communicate in any
Yes.
form of way. Calling is also okay. So you have different languages as well, not only English. So you're also a French speaker. Very well done today. French. You have English. What other languages are there on the help desk?
We have German for all the German people, so you have German, and you I think you can speak also Swahili.
Yes, Swahili as well. And then we also have, also, I don't know whether it's Poland, because the whole idea, we are also supporting everyone who needs help as well. So we are
Yes.
not like discriminating anyone. And
Oh no.
if the Polish people, I'm sorry, not the Poland, but from Ukraine
Ukraine,
themselves,
Ukraine.
yeah, if they are there and they also need support as well, we are supporting everyone. We'll be repeating the same situation again, so we have to also support everyone. But of course, we are prioritizing with the Africans, but whenever there is somebody who needs help, we are there for them to support. So thank you so much, and I wish you a good day. Thank you everyone who's listening. I can see quite a lot of support here. Thank you. We are all this together. You too, thank you for your time. We appreciate your time. It's a great job you're doing up there. Please
Thank
receive these
you, thank you,
compliments. They are all for
thank
you,
you.
Sylvia. People really don't, I know people have not had time to appreciate you. This is the time they're giving you all their support. And we are really thank you for your time as well, for being here share this video. Let's share the truth that is going on around so that everyone knows what is happening. So thank you so much for today, and I'm gonna encourage everyone who is here listening to also check on the hotline number that we have shared as well. And it's a very important number for any situation, any question. I know I'm also getting direct questions sometimes on my WhatsApp or my people who know me. And I'll give you the number because we want to centralize all the information so that everybody get the right help at the right time, because everything is actually at the time. It's live.
That is
situation. Thank you so much, and I wish you
You're welcome. Thank you also. Thank you for your support. I was very happy to have you here on Saturday, and you were managing everything, WhatsApp and WhatsApp messages and call, and it was like, wow. Thank you so much. So you see, we have to work together. We have to work together. Together we are strong, and I think that if we come together, we can do great things. We can do great things, and I really appreciate that we are now together, and we are now there to support our people in Ukraine because they need our help.
Exactly. And guys, we have neighbors here in Freiburg, so we are doing work from the end of the Germany, but you guys everywhere you are. Hamburg, thank you so much for your time. Where's Berlin as well, your team?
Berlin and Kassel. Also the next bus we leave tomorrow or after tomorrow to Kassel. Yes, but I think that the end station is not a big deal, because when they arrive there, they can take the next train to go to the city they want. Yes.
Yeah, so Kassel is also there. Thank you so much, guys, for all your support. So good night, and see you next time.
Good night, and thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. Bye.